I've been waiting so long to make this video. Today, I reveal my new car. Behind this barn door is the car. Before I actually show it to you guys, I kind of want to explain why I got this car and also where I am at. Currently, right now, I'm not in Texas. I went up to Michigan for the summer, and hence the reason why I got the new car is because I don't have the BRZ up here. I flew up here and whatnot. So a little explanation, I've actually had this car for about a year. It's just I haven't been able to do anything with it because I got it right before I left last summer. So I just now came up and I'm finally able to work with it and do that kind of stuff. So with that little explanation, let me go ahead and show you guys the car. Here it is. This is my 1994. Ignore this box. This is a future thing. I just had to set it somewhere. This is my 1994 Mazda Miata. It's got the pop-ups and everything. A couple birds crapped on it. Ignore that. But this is it. This is the car. There are plenty of future plans with this car. In fact, this box right here is one of them. One of the things that I have to do before I do this box, as you can see, this is an exhaust. But before I actually do that and make that video, I have to fix the Miata. It runs right now, but it needs a little bit of a fix. There's a slight issue with the water pump, which is like connected to the engine right here. Here, 1 second. So there's a slight issue with the water pump though. And water pump's connected to the engine about right down there. You know, I can't really show you because it's down there. But there's a slight issue, it's leaking. I'm hoping it's that. The previous owner that I bought it from said it was a leaky water pump. So it's leaking coolant. Now, I'm kind of taking his word for it. I already have the new water pump, I just need to put it in. It's kind of a big job. I have to remove the cam cover. So I have to remove the cam cover, I have to remove this right here, I have to remove pretty much everything down there, as well as the radiator to access the water pump. That being said, that's a bigger job than I wanted it to be, but I'm still gonna do it. The biggest issue is keeping timing and all of that. You also have to exchange the timing belt and everything like that, like replace that. And so I'm gonna be doing that at the same time. What I have been doing is, so I'm not leaking coolant everywhere and I can still drive it, is I put water in the reservoir to keep it topped off. So I put water in here. As you can see, there's some in there right now. And as long as that is full, I should be good, because then that cycles through the whole system. And I'm not leaking antifreeze everywhere, which is bad for animals and people and that kind of stuff. So instead, I'm just leaking water that's been through an engine everywhere. That, you know, and it still keeps the engine cool. Antifreeze is just so it doesn't freeze. It doesn't actually do any more cooling for the engine. It's just so it doesn't freeze in the winter. So since it's not winter, it's not below freezing up in Michigan right now, I can just do water. So yeah, don't do just water all year round though. That's stupid, because it'll freeze and mess stuff. Don't do that. Anyways, now that I've explained all that to you guys, I'm gonna go and pull it out. I'm gonna pull the Miata out so you guys can actually see it in its glory and in the sunlight. And then I'll tell you some of the cool stuff about this car. That freaked me out just a little bit, but it's fine. It started, we're good. It did have a battery issue. That is something I've already done when I picked up the car from storage. The battery just wasn't working. We had to jump it every single time we wanted to start the car, which is not good for it. So I replaced the battery, and I'll show you what I did with that in a minute. Okay, so here's the car. It is running right now. It does need to be cleaned up a little bit. It kind of looks like a crackhead right there, but it's fine. That'll be fixed. Everything else is pristine on this though. Everything from the paint to even the mileage is relatively low for Miata. If you know anything about this Euro Miata, 1994 Miata, they usually have high mileage. Now this would be high mileage for another car, but it's 117,000 miles, which is relatively low for a Miata. Anything close to 100 or below 100, that's relatively low for a Miata. Now, some things about this car, for the price that it came with a bunch of cool stuff. It came with a car cover, some things for the convertible, like a little storage thing, as well as a cover, which is really cool. And the cover's not, the actual convertible top is not ripped. There are some issues, as I said, the water pump needs to be replaced. There's a rip in this seat right here, which that'll be, you know, fixed. There's some like sand, but like that could be cleaned. And then there's you can see that right there. That is a paint stain or whatever. Like the previous owner spilt like paint or something, or he tried to like fix some rip in the carpet, so now there's that. But that's no big deal. It's on the passenger side, right? So other than that, the paint is like pristine. Like it's dirty right now, but it's like pristine. Other than that right there and this right here. I don't know what this is, but yeah, that's there. Whatever. The other cool thing about this car is, check this out. It has a trailer hitch. Now obviously you can't like tow like a car with that, but it's like, it's for like bikes and stuff. I just think that's cool, right? Just little things like that. Now inside the car, it's all pretty much stock, and outside too. The previous owner didn't do anything to this car. It was all pretty much stock except for a couple things. He added this little light in for the passenger because that was not there. That's a big issue with Miatas, is they have like no lighting on the inside. And this was added. It's a new shift knob, which this will probably be replaced by me. And then just a couple other little things, like on the outside, the side markers, instead of orange, the side markers have been changed to white, as you can see. So usually I think these are orange. We changed them to white, or the person before me changed them to white. And then also there's a little luggage rack in the back because this trunk is tiny and you can't fit anything in it. All right, check this out. Ready? Look at that. I just think that's so cool. I love pop-ups. Look at this. Look how cute he looks. Little Miata. Aw, he's so cute. Other than like little crackhead addicted, you know, rust thing right there. But that'll be fixed. That's just like, that was from an old license plate. I'll fix that, don't worry. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys are excited about this as much as I am. Again, it's not like it's an expensive car or a really flamboyant car like a R34 or a Supra, but again, it's not down in Texas. In Texas, I would go all out and go whatever. So since it's up here, just a little Miata, but there's so much stuff coming from this. So Miata gang, I hope you guys are looking forward to videos about this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.